Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel.
Industries across the board utilize fleet trucks on a daily basis, from your local utility company to your grocery store, and many of these companies choose full-service fleet leasing. With a traditional lease, you're responsible for everything after you get the truck, but a full-service lease includes all the maintenance and other services at a set cost. Regardless of the scope or range of your fleet needs, TranService will engineer a fully customized, full-service fleet leasing solution optimized to your requirements. From asset acquisition requiring no capital investment, to the engineering, configuration, and selection of your fleet equipment, to the people, facilities, and equipment to keep your fleet maintained and repaired. TranService gives you everything you need, with advantageous fleet pricing based on our national account status, compliance expertise, Inspections, licensing, permitting, personal property taxes, nationwide roadside service, we cover it all for you. Contact us today to learn why leading companies rely on TranService for complete turnkey leasing solutions.
The following is an All-Star 15 TV production. Hello everybody and welcome to All-Star 15 TV. It is round number 16 from Newton, Iowa's Iowa Speedway. Glad you were all here. Hopefully you are having a wonderful week. It's time to almost go racing, but let's break down the points we have coming into tonight's wonderful event. Byron Daly still your points leader. He is back tonight. Currently 18th on the speed charts. -6 is Chad Coleman. Wesley Donaldson in third, -17. Nelson Rivera, -26. Tommy Ryan, -40. Scott Simley, -60. Tyler Dalton, -71. Brian Macklin, -76. Bobby Wetzel, -79. And E.J. O'Rourke, -80, rounding out that top 10 in the points. 16 people make the playoffs in just a couple weeks. I'm excited to get the playoffs going. I don't know what's going to happen. Tonight, we're running around a 7/8 of a mile, beautiful D-shaped oval in Iowa. And this is going to be cool. This is the first time I've seen the TranService Truck Series here. But guys, for everybody watching at home, I'm AJ. I'll be your host tonight, running a little solo with our graduation buddy, Mike Campiggio. He is taking the night off to say goodbye to all his family and friends that came into town for his graduation, which, once again, congratulations on your graduation, getting your diploma, and we'll hopefully see you back next week. But it's all me. Wesley Donaldson is currently the fastest truck on track right now, and there goes the 51 of Justin Fuller. Tyler Dalton in second, Macklin third, Fieri fourth, Tilly in fifth. We're just a minute away from hitting qualifying, and a little background knowledge of Iowa Speedway. Iowa Speedway opened September 15th, 2006 for a cost of $70 million. As a lot of you race fans know, the NASCAR Cup Series will be coming here later in the season for the Iowa Corn 350. Very excited for that. We know IndyCar regularly comes here. 4 turns, D-shaped oval, 7/8 of a mile. The turns are 12 and 14 degrees of banking. The front stretch is 10 and the back stretch is 4 degrees. Looks like the race lap record, or lap record, goes to Ryan Briscoe, IndyCar 2008 at a 17.49. But just less than 10 seconds away from getting qualifying underway. I'm excited. A lot of trucks look a little squirrely coming out of turn 4, and as we say that, there goes one out of turn 2. Let's check the weather here at Iowa Speedway. Track temp is sitting at a very nice and cool 78 degrees. And speaking of 78 degrees, the wonderful people in the stands are feeling that 78 degrees. A dew point of 45, so not humid at all. We are under partly cloudy skies. No rain in the forecast whatsoever. It's time for qualifying, but as we go to qualifying, gotta thank our wonderful sponsors right here for All-Star 15 TV. The Often Turn 1 podcast, Gary Wells, Joe Hutchings, do a wonderful job breaking down all recent news in motorsports. The Nerds Doing Nerd Things podcast, tomorrow night, they are doing a makeup episode. They're talking about The Great Mouse Detective and finishing their Sherlock series. Check them out on their YouTube channel. Falcon Grafix. Save $5 on your first vehicle wrap with Falcon Grafix by using code ALLSTAR15TV. And then the Wrestling with Nerds podcast. They broke down last week's Backlash, and let's bring you to the action during qualifying. Justin Fuller, these laps are going to click off fast, looking to improve from his 5th place right now. And survey says out of turn number 4, Fuller goes P1. Robert Ferry crosses the line. He's currently 3rd. And he's going to stay 3rd. Alex Tilley, does he improve? No, he does not. There's the number 32 of Richard Swavely in the beautiful mellow. Yeah, I can go for a mellow yellow right now. Let me tell you. Chad Coleman goes P2. Swavely goes P3. 99 at Tommy Ryan on his 2nd lap. Jump over to Wesley Donaldson as he's going to complete qualifying. Is that 91? Goes P1. 22.91. Tommy Ryan then goes P2. Travis Stronge, 14th right now. Going into turn number 3, full head of steam. Letting it roll. Coming out of turn number 4, heading back towards the line. Stronge goes 9th. Bobby Wetzel currently 16th after his first lap. See what he has here. Bobby Wetzel, good for 10th. Donnie Leah back out on the racetrack after missing the last 2 weeks. Driver the number 29 Monster Energy Toyota Tundra crosses the line. Good for 8th. EJ O'Rourke going through 3 and 4 to finish his qualifying attempt. Karlovich goes P2. See where EJ O'Rourke goes? He's going to bump Karlovich and then go P2. Tyler Dalton going to cut the track. Does he go? He's going P1, 22.90. We are getting some fast laps at the end of qualifying. These TranService Truck Series drivers are really sending it during qualifying here. Brian Macklin goes P2, almost matches Tyler Dalton for P1. I think for the most part that is everybody that has taken a time. Gerald Livingston, Brian Wertman, Randy Oakham, and Jimmy Coleman not taking a time. We still have a minute left, but I don't see anybody coming out of pit road and putting a time down. So we will take a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll have the starting lineup from Iowa Speedway. It's round 16 of the Sim500 TranService Truck Series live right here on All-Star 15 TV.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Industries across the board utilize fleet trucks on a daily basis, from your local utility company to your grocery store, and many of these companies choose full-service fleet leasing. With a traditional lease, you're responsible for everything after you get the truck, but a full-service lease includes all the maintenance and other services at a set cost. Regardless of the scope or range of your fleet needs, TranService will engineer a fully customized, full-service fleet leasing solution optimized to your requirements. From asset acquisition requiring no capital investment, to the engineering, configuration, and selection of your fleet equipment, to the people, facilities, and equipment to keep your fleet maintained and repaired. TranService gives you everything you need, with advantageous fleet pricing based on our national account status, compliance expertise, inspections, licensing, permitting, personal property taxes, nationwide roadside service, we cover it all for you. Contact us today to learn why leading companies rely on TranService for complete turnkey leasing solutions.
We're back, everybody. Warm up is over. Those drivers have heat in those tires. We're about to grid for the TranService Truck Series round 16 at Iowa Speedway. Let's run through your starting lineup. On pole, the driver, the number 19 Chevy Silverado, Tyler Dalton. Outside pole, Brian Macklin. In row number 2, you have Wesley Donaldson and E.J. O'Rourke. Row number 3, Jason Karlovich, Byron Daly. Row 4, you have Tommy Ryan and Justin Fuller. Row number 5, and rounding out the top 10, Chad Coleman, Mike Montesi. Row number 6, Richard Suavely and Donnie Leah. Row 7, you have Kevin Brown and Robert Fieri. Row number 8, Bobby Wetzel, Eric Arnold. Row number 9, Travis Stronge and Jeff Ryan. And rounding out your top 20, in row number 10, Alan Wild and Alex Tilley. Who y'all rooting for as we are about to go green? Pace car is about to start rolling any second now. Thank you for joining us. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow if you haven't yet on Facebook. We are streaming both to the Sim500 Facebook and the All-Star 15 TV Facebook. Go hit them both. Go like them both. Follow them both. We are rolling like Limp Bizkit's in style. You got everybody rocking. Only one Ford in that top 10, and that's Chad Coleman. Being dominated almost evenly by Toyotas and Chevys. Only 3 Fords in the field, though. Chad Coleman, Richard Suavely, and Kevin Brown. Getting the 1-to-go signal from Barney the Flagman, this time by all the fans are on their feet, getting ready to go, waving their favorite drivers by. Honestly, don't know what to expect here. This is the first time I'm watching a Truck Series race on iRacing, or even better, commentating that as well, from Iowa Speedway. So I'm excited to see the fuel mileage. We're looking at just about 50 to 60 laps. Don't know if they're gonna go that whole way with tires, but I'm curious. They can obviously stretch it a little bit longer. That was just me playing around earlier, but then again, I don't have the talent that these guys do. That's why I'm up here, as we're about to see the pace car hit pit road. Flagman has the green. There it is. We are green at Iowa Speedway. Manning out. There goes the 06 of Daly around the outside, using EJ's line against him, as Macklin on the outside is going to power by the 19 of Tyler Dalton. Sticking with that 3-wide battle with EJ O'Rourke, Jason Karlovich, and Byron Daly. Subside there for a second, but look at that battle. The 99 and the 51. Brian versus Fuller. 29 trucks in the field tonight. As up front, they are side by side, Dalton and Macklin, as they have flip-flopped. Dalton to the outside. Look at the run. Gonna try to use that into turn 3. Exit's a little tricky here. He's gonna power by. There's Wesley Donaldson now batting with 30. Byron Daly's gonna fill that hole so the 30 can't. That's big. Taking a view from high atop our grandstand. Yeah, 32 of Richard Suavely there. He's going backwards, -6 positions from the drop of the green flag. Probably about to be 7 here because there goes Jeff Ryan. Two by two back here. Kevin Brown and the 69 Estrongi side by side, and right in front of them, Eric Arnold. And it looks like Robert Fieri blocking track. Everybody's going to get in line and get riding. 150 laps in this place. It's going to be a long race, but we're clicking off just about 3 laps in. Your biggest mover, just shy of 10 laps. Currently, Tommy Ryan and Byron Daly both +3. A yellow flag is out. Paul Jr., Randy Oakham. See what happens here. If we can get a good view. 45 of Junior. Oh, big neck code between the two of them. And then it wasn't net code. A lot of damage on the 8. Both stopped. The 45 doesn't look too bad, but that right side of the 8, yeah, there you see it right there. Not looking great. Let's back it up and jump on board with both drivers. Let's start with the 45. Here it is. You can see the 8. And you can even tell that they don't touch. Livingston's going to slide along by. Here's the point of view from Randy Oakham. Oh, he's a little loose, too. There's the tag. The first caution in on lap number 8. Paul Jr., Randy Yoakum, Brian Workman, and Gerald Livingston all on pit road. There goes Gerald. There goes the 74 of Workman, 45 of Jr. And I wouldn't be surprised if Randy Yoakum is going to be there for a tad bit long. Yeah, there he goes. And he is not going to lose a lap too, so that is also very big. Well, we are on our first caution of the evening. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Glad you are here. And take a quick commercial break. You're watching All-Star 15 TV's broadcast for the Sim500 TranService Truck Series, round 16 at Iowa Speed.
Industries across the board utilize fleet trucks on a daily basis, from your local utility company to your grocery store, and many of these companies choose full-service fleet leasing. With a traditional lease, you're responsible for everything after you get the truck, but a full-service lease includes all the maintenance and other services at a set cost. Regardless of the scope or range of your fleet needs, TranService will engineer a fully customized, full-service fleet leasing solution optimized to your requirements. From asset acquisition requiring no capital investment, to the engineering, configuration, and selection of your fleet equipment, to the people, facilities, and equipment to keep your fleet maintained and repaired. TranService gives you everything you need, with advantageous fleet pricing based on our national account status, compliance expertise, inspections, licensing, permitting, personal property taxes, nationwide roadside service, we cover it all for you. Contact us today to learn why leading companies rely on TranService for complete turnkey leasing solutions.
We're back, everybody. Just a half a lap away from going green once again. Dalton Donaldson, your front row. Byron Daly, Tommy Ryan, your second row. Here we go. Pace car's gonna duck for cover down pit road. We are green once again. Excellent launch by Tyler Dalton. He's about to be split for second. Daly to the inside, Tommy Ryan to the outside. Don't know if Tommy Ryan missed a shift, but he fell back. What's going on, David? Thank you for following. Getting off into turn one, Donaldson to the inside. Look for Daly to have a really nice run out of two. Donaldson's going to have to drop back to that fourth position. A little bit further back, Justin Fuller, E.J. O'Rourke. Both the unit trucks under fire from Donnie Leah. Three wide behind him. Montesi, 51 of O'Rourke and Chad Coleman. They're just going to go 2 by 2. Chad Coleman trying to take another spot. Move him up another position. As I say that, good exit for O'Rourke on a 2. Ahead of Byron Daly. Nascarlovich. Ooh! More in the wall. Montesi in the wall. Behind him. It looked like O'Rourke also in the wall. Outside. A little bit further back. Currently looking in at the 94 of Alex Tilley. He's plus 2 positions, so he's still in positive territory. He's got Scott Zimmer right behind him, but Richard Swably cutting to the inside, trying to pass Jeff Ryan. Now 3 cars heating up, all under a blanket. Donaldson just sitting back and forth, letting everything happen in front of him. Also taking a different line as well. As they pass the start-finish line, head down into turn number 1. For the most part, all 4 drivers running the exact same line. We'll watch when they get down to turn 3 and 4. And Donaldson's going to make me look like a liar. Just because the last couple times by, he was in that low lane. Brown, Robert Fury, side by side, turn number 2. The last couple laps, we've seen that outside lane work very well. Especially with the 77, making a couple passes there, plus 3. Don't think that inside lane is really going to work for a lot of drivers. you're getting the insane runs out of the turns utilizing that high lane. EJ O'Rourke still going backwards after popping the wall out of 2. There goes the 94 of Tilly. He's going to get even, going to get a little loose out of 4. He's going to lose a little bit of ground. Going to go jump right back into it and keep fighting. Going to jump on the Jeff Ryan gyro cam. See him fighting that wheel. Still has the 94 to his inside. You can see it right there in the mirror. Pretty cool shot. A great turn 2 exit. And we're so used to seeing that 41 run that outside and run it very well and efficiently. You know, that's what bit him. You can see that's a little bit of damage on the right side of the 41. Falling back 10 positions. He's sitting for the time being. Already 30 laps into tonight's race. Got Sim in the 12 with Zolta going on the outside. We're 29 laps in. Let's do a quick top 10 rundown. Tyler Dalton is currently on the point with about 2.5 tenths over Byron Bailey. Wesley Donaldson in 4th and 5th. You have Brian Macklin, Donnie Leah in 6th. Justin Fuller sitting 7th. 8th, you have Jason Karlovich. 9th, Chad Coleman. Running out that top 10 right where he started. It's the number 4 of Mike Montez. Guys are well under a blanket, these top 3. They're starting to pull away from 4 and 5, Macklin and Leah. See what we're getting here. Is single file, unless they're trying to make it on the inside, trying to get by Strongy. Very difficult with the runs everybody's getting as the 77 gets loose out of 4. Jump on board with the 77. Cranking that wheel, trying to get it to turn. Able to go to the high side. Honestly, it feels like running at Kansas. Only go to the inside when you're trying to make a pass. Just looks so strong. Then again, you have a lot of drivers that will run that inside lane. Then you're going to stay on the outside to protect your position. Leslie Donaldson has dropped back all the way to Brian Macklin. That's for 4th place. Think of a good fight that 91 is. battling. Donaldson now to the inside, giving that outside lane to the 30. Leah looking to fill that position, and Fuller right behind him. I think Donaldson's most likely losing 3 positions here. This track for me, just practicing to give you guys a little background knowledge, not very well, honestly. Was spinning out like crazy. Then again, these guys are professionals. Me, I'm a broadcaster that was trying to figure some things out. But these guys are killing it tonight. Dalton, Daly, now they're starting to pull away from 3rd place, so we'll look for Tommy Ryan to start having some company behind him. Robert Fury and Strongy still battling back here. This is for 11th position, as Strongy's going to go right along by. This is nuts. I'm just watching O'Rourke go back to what he is good at, passing on the outside, making moves, and not putting that 41 in danger. Scott Simley is in the wall attitude. See that? He goes to the inside. As Tommy Ryan can move the 30 to 3rd. I don't know if it was planned that way, where he lost all those positions to slowly make them back, but for the most part it looked like Macklin was saving those tires a little bit, and now he's coming alive as he is running very, very close to the leader. Last time by, both leaders, Dalton and Daly, a 24.68 and Macklin's 24.43. Fuller makes the pass by Tommy Ryan. Good move for the 51. How far is Tommy Ryan going to drop? Because after all those positions he gained, he is slowly losing it. Donnie Leah passing the 99. Woo! Got a little loose out of 4 there. Thought he was about to tail smack it. Go watching Donnie and Leah as we are getting through lap traffic right now. There's both your leaders. Here comes Macklin. He's 3/10 back. There goes Byron Daly making the pass for the lead. Look at Jeff Ryan on that inside. Jeff Ryan on fresh tires came down and pit on 46. Dalton really slow right now, letting both by. There goes Fuller right along by. Move him up another position. Chad Coleman to the inside of Karlovich. Now is where I think we're going to start getting pit stops. I really am. We had a couple drivers come in about 10 or so laps ago. Jeff Ryan, Glenn Campbell. Would not be surprised if we really start to see drivers as Eric Arnold is falling through the field. In the last 2 laps, he's lost 6 positions. And he is on that outside. He is in that preferred lane. He's got Scott Simley right behind him. Strongy right in front of him. Strongy's in the wall. Let's see how that 69 is faring. He does not look like he's having a good time. There's Alex Tilley right in front of him. Eric Arnold cutting to the inside, making the pass. I say that is a really good run out of the turn for Strongy. There's your race lead. Daly, Macklin, and Fuller. Out of turn 2, Fuller closing the gap. Macklin closing the gap, heading to turn 3. Little bump there. You know what those bumps mean. Hey, I'm here. Hey, don't block again. And the third one, hey, you going around. There it goes. Macklin to the inside, trying to make the pass for first place. Woo. Woo. I thought Fuller was in close. Donnie Leah taking 4th place from Tyler Dalton. Macklin now to the high side to try to defend from Fuller. Tommy Ryan and Wesley Donaldson back to 9th and 10th respectively after being up front for the majority of this run. Is Nelly out of 2. Great run off the 30. There he goes. I think Daly kind of just let him have it there, but it's going to cross him over as they cross the start-finish line. Daly back to the point. See if he can hold on to it out of turn 2. Ooh, he's going to come up right in front of the 30. Nice move. Back to the point. 06 and points leader. Tyler Dalton now under fire from Karlovich and Coleman. That's for 5th place. Honestly, I think a lot of the drivers that we've seen start falling back have completely chewed up those Goodyear Eagles. Dalton, Donaldson, Tommy Ryan. Macklin, who started P2 up front, dropped all the way to about 10th place early in this race. We had that caution at lap 8 and then has fought his way back to P2. I 100% think he saved his tires knowing we were going to get a long run. It showed in practice that we were 64 laps into a 150 lap race. We've only had 6 pit stops throughout the race for drivers. Our latest ones are Jeff Ryan at 46 and Glenn Campbell at 40. But then you also have Randy Oaken who pit for damage, Paul Jr. who pit for damage, and then Brian Workman and Jared Livingston who pit for as 1, 2, 3, 4 under a blanket, 5 now under a blanket, under a second from each other. Daly, Macklin, Fuller, Leah, and Karlovich. Ooh, look at that. Daly pushes up the racetrack. Everybody cuts to the inside. Even fumbling through the turn like Daly did there, he was able for the most part to hold on to P1 until Macklin threw it in there. Your top 4 under a blanket. And Karlovich ain't that far back. Great racing from Iowa Speedway. There's Mike Montesi. He just hit pit road. Watch for that number 4 to really start gapping our leaders here. Only about 65 laps difference in tires and fuel load. There he goes, off the screen right there. Karlovich now making, or at least attempting to get around Donnie Leah. Didn't work there, gonna have to back up and refire. DJ's made his way back up into 6th place. Yeah, right now, our biggest mover of the race, sitting in 15th position, the driver of the Toyota Tundra with TranService beautifully painted on the truck. That is Jimmy Coleman, up 11 position. We're going to see that fluctuate within the next, I'd say, 10 to 15 to 20 laps when people start hitting pit road. But Byron Daly starting to fall back. He's battling with Donnie Leah to stay into the top 3. Glad y'all can be here on this beautiful Wednesday evening in Newton, Iowa at the Iowa Speedway for round 16 for the TranService Truck Series. Ooh, boy, there goes EJ. The first time I've seen him blink out in a long time. As they're going 2 by 2. As Macklin up front, 4/10 ahead of Justin Fuller and a second ahead of Karlovich. Byron Daly has dropped all the way back to 6th. We saw the same thing with Tyler Dalton. Up front early and back to 8th. Eric Arnold now on pit road. Eric Arnold's going to drag the rest of the field with him immediately. But if you see a Donnie Leah or a Chad Coleman or Byron Daly hit pit road, that's when I think it's going to force everybody down pit road. Laps in. Cross flags in the air. Halfway. Brian Macklin is your race leader. Wesley Donaldson coming down pit road. Halfway. They are stretching it to a one-stop race, which also helps them out if they get a late caution. Come down, grab tires. Looks like Brian Macklin is keeping Justin Fuller at bay. Alex Tilley now coming down pit road, getting all the way down to 35 miles an hour. Now the fun part about this racetrack being on pit road, you are most likely going to lose 1 to 2.5 laps. Great racing tonight. Mike Campiggio not here, still celebrating his graduation that happened on Saturday. Once again, congratulations. Running solo here tonight so he can say his goodbyes to his beautiful family that came in for his commencement. There goes Kevin Brown, move him up to 7th. Here comes Donnie Leah. That's a heavy hitter. This should really start bringing everybody in. I could tell you, Eric Arnold, Wesley Donaldson, almost a full second to a second and 2/10 faster than the pace on the field right now. I just realized we're missing Big Boss Man. Jonesy, Yoakum on pit road. Hitting from the 16th and 17th position respectively. With that beautiful center field pylon cam. Karlovich is putting a little pressure on Justin Fuller. Yeah, I say that, he's coming down pit road. And so is Chad Coleman, Kevin Brown, and Tyler Dalton. How long do our race leaders stay out? As we are past halfway, they can come in safely and make it to the end, unless they are trying to bet on if there's a late race caution, maybe a green white checkered attempt, not having to worry about fuel there. But with pit stops happening, Macklin has all the way to 16th, 1 lap down. Byron Daly, the 06 coming to pit road. Little hot there. Gets it down the speed. Wow. Tommy Ryan as well coming down pit road. If we got any other takers from our top few, Donnie and Leah like a bat out of hell. Bobby Wetzel. Comes a 9 Chevy Silverado. Pat Simley as well. Fuller down pit road. O'Rourke, Coleman, Vieri. Oh! The 54 has to jump to pit road. And I think we are going to stay green with that big incident there. We'll have to go back and take a look at that one. Oh boy. Just big misjudge here. Looks pretty good, looks pretty good. Comes off the racetrack way too hot and kills the barrel. There's Macklin on his way to his pit stall. Wild on pit road. Paul Jr. who pit on our first caution. Now your race leader. He's going to be able to go a little bit longer here. Brian Workman sitting P2. Get them some airtime here. What happened with Byron Daly? Oh boy. Is that Fuller? Fuller gets loose. Cold tires. Gonna spin it in front of everybody. We are under caution for the second time this evening. And your race leaders are the two that have yet to pit. Paul Jr. and Brian Wertman looking like geniuses right now. Paul Jr. waiting for the pace car to get by. He got pit stops. Donaldson leading. Ryan, Arnold, Tilley, Montesi, Fuller, and Daly down pit road. Let's see if we could get that view again with Justin Fuller. Sorry if you hear the click. No, it's a loud mic. But let's jump on board and let's see how loose he actually gets here. Well, obviously he gets really loose. But look at the correct. Yeah, it was gonna snap back. That's unfortunate. Oh, there's a lot of damage. Look at that right front. He might be on pit road for a while. Paul Jr., Brian Wertman coming down pit road. They will have the newest tires out of everybody. Doesn't really say a lot when they're pitting on lap 90, and for the most part, everybody has 89, 87. But we are going to take our second commercial break of the evening. You're watching the Sim500 TranService Truck Series round 16 at Iowa Speedway on All-Star 15 TV. We will be right back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
All right, everybody, we are back at Iowa Speedway. Scott Ramler in the chat. Dude, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for stopping by. I know you're probably having a very, very busy day tonight. Or if you're not, I hope I didn't just jinx you. And I apologize. We should be getting the one to go this time by. Donnie Lee is going to inherit the lead after Paul Jr. and Brian Wortman pit. Here they go, right by the pace car. The one to go, and where, oh where, is Donnie Lee going to take on the racetrack? Gonna go high, gonna go low. We know that high lane gets a very, very good run out of turn 2. But if you do it right, you can get a very nice 1 and 2, come back up to that top lane, and continue that run. Oh boy, I can't wait to hear what kind of cards they're playing as the field is pacing through 3 and 4, just over 55 laps remaining from Iowa Speedway. Who is going to win? Hit that like button, follow, subscribe, share it out, why don't you? As we are green. There it is, Donnie Lee, a great restart, going immediately to that high lane. Watch how efficient 1 and 2 is here. As Karlovich is going to breathe down his back. Oh! And I think we're going to stay green. Does he come back up on the racetrack and bring out a caution? No. But a lot of damage on that front end. Cold tires will kill you here. And it might have just done that 19 in. Chad Coleman and Daly, but they're just going to stay 2 by 2 behind Leah. Mike Montesi also Tyler Dolphin does make it to pit road. I think he's just staying out a little bit longer. See if there was going to be a yellow coming out. Let's see. You see the 4 right there? That's Mike Montesi. And out of 2, just like Tyler Dalton, he's going to loop it to the inside. But masterful job not hitting anything. Donnie Lee, after leading the last 4 or 5 laps, starting to drop back. Could this be what we saw with Brian Macklin earlier? Yes, there goes O'Rourke taking the point as they are gritting up behind him. Karlovich is going to watch up a little bit. The view from the spotter stand. There is the battle from 1st to 6th, all under a blanket. We have Tommy Ryan, Jeff Ryan, Leslie Donaldson, and Alex Tilley rounding out that top 10. Spread apart here. Allowing everybody to regroup and refire, but back back a little bit further, C8 was our first caution, and that whole left side is chewed up, and he's holding serve. Granted, that's for 14th position, but he started 27th, so he is making good headway, I would say. Little look ahead to next week, since we are less than 50 laps away from closing it out here tonight. We are going to Atlanta for 120 laps. That's going to be I would say Legacy Atlanta. So I would assume we're going to Super Speedway Atlanta. Oh, battle back there for third. Daly, Macklin, side by side. I thought Macklin was going to smack the 06. Like I said before, hopefully y'all are doing well out in the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch land. Means a lot that you guys are here watching, whether it's live or on delay. There's your top three right there. O'Rourke, Leah, Macklin. Billy, who's plus 12. You see him in the 94 on the inside. Tommy Ryan looking to his outside. He's plus 12 positions. He's looking at 94. Look really good at the 213simware.com Toyota Tundra. They don't pay me to say that. It's a sponsor, so I'm going to plug the sponsor. I do like the KISS truck. Jeff Ryan always with a pretty dope truck. There is O'Rourke. Beautiful shot coming out of turn 3, heading towards turn 2 there. Really starting to get spread apart. What do we got from the rest of the nerds blank hand? Multiple grooves. You see Tommy Ryan in the 99 cut to that inside, trying to make it work. Very difficult to use that inside lane, especially later in the run. As Jeff Ryan almost runs him over going into turn 1. Beautiful looking shot. Beautiful looking racetrack. Eric Arnold looking for a position on Wesley Donaldson. Wesley Donaldson's truck has not been the same. Currently sitting 11, just getting passed by Eric Arnold. Under 40 to go. Can't really be buying your time. It is go time. The pay window is starting to open. Saw that 94 loose out of 4. Jeff Ryan checking up so he didn't run over the 94. Jeff Ryan dove it in there. Donaldson's gonna come right up. Little side drafting there. Wish that was Alex Tilley in the wall. Donaldson is trying. Just that outside lane is so dominant. Top three right now. TJ O'Rourke, Brian Macklin, Donnie Leah. As they are going by the 19 of Tyler Dalton. Both Tyler Dalton and Justin Fuller not having it. Both getting loose on opposite sides of the racetrack under new tires. Fuller was our second caution of the evening out of 4. Dalton out of 2, spinning to the inside, not bringing out a yellow. Arnold blinked out there for a second. As Donaldson does eventually make the pass, he's now looking at Alex Tilley. Tilley having a very good evening, plus 12. Workman's back in 18 plus 10. See if we can get the drone cam going to follow some of these trucks. Look at Donaldson as he sends it in there. Nowhere for him to go. But that outside lane, very, very strong. Trying to use a little bit of a side draft on the 94. Camera reminds me of NASCAR Heat or any of the console games running the chase cam. Sawing on the wheel, coming across those bumps. Tilley goes way wide in one. Still gonna be you're up all the way up there. You're gonna be in the marbles and get the bumps. I feel smack that wall too. That 94 is doing everything to keep that position. That's just for 8th place. For the lead now, side by side, Macklin, O'Rourke. 30 to go. Oh, we're just shy of, or just over 25 to go. This is how our race is going to go. We're going to have a crazy, crazy finish. Donnie Leah has fallen back to 4th. Byron Daly makes the pass. Let's take another look at that. Into turn 1. Leah just stays high. Daly just gets a really good run center and off the turn. Brian Macklin starting to pull away from the 41 of O'Rourke. Eric Arnold now moving back up through the field. Passing. Now looking to That 31 has been on a rocket ship the last 3 laps. Actually, that last time by, Eric Arnold was the fastest truck on the racetrack by .02. Switch to the high side, probably pinch the 94 down. Donaldson's trying his best to get there. He's not going to be able to. That would have been a perfect time to make a pass if you're the 91, but he just couldn't get to the outside of the 94. Continue battle. Oh, Donaldson tries the slide job. Almost gets put in the wall. And almost puts himself in the wall. Makes the pass. But very, very scary moment as right in front of the three wheel or worth three wheel. The 99 of Tommy Ryan. I'm not saying they're scared here, but moves. Oh boy. Byron Daly just about a half a second over Donnie Leah. Donnie Leah is about to have some company in that top 5 with Jason Karlovich. To go. That's your 2 leaders right there. Macklin, O'Rourke. Further back, Tommy Ryan with a good run out of 2. At this point, you got to go for it. There's no holding back. We've had 2 very, very long. Bowman trying his best to stay on the 99's outside. Does it. And if it keeps going the way it is, oh, never mind. Eric Arnold thought he was about to put it 3 wide. That helped Tommy Ryan. The minute Arnold cut to the inside of the 38, the 99 was clear to basically make that pass. Back Paul Jr. in the 45 and the back end of the 32 Suavely. Robert Fieri. Holy cow. I thought he was about to clear both of them. Another issue of that inside. We've seen it all night. Oh, Suavely's in the wall in 2. He's staying up there. Also a lap down as well. Starting to gap O'Rourke. Stay tuned after the race. We're going to talk to our podium drivers and then preview Atlanta with all 3 of them. Last time by, Macklin and O'Rourke, identical lap times. 24:53s for both of them. Bowman through the center. Now he's trying to work over Eric Arnold. Tommy Ryan, we saw him make the pass earlier. He's trying to now get to the back bumper of Karlovic or Leah and make it. Leah coming to the inside and blocking. The run the 99 is going to have into turn of the blue, cut to the inside to the 60. They are even. And they are 3 wide with Leah. 3 wide out of 4. Tommy Ryan back out of it and live to fight another day. Wow. Ooh, Leah pops the wall out of 2. Doesn't hurt him momentum-wise. Karlovic, though, making the pass. That looked easy. It just took 3 or 4 laps. Under 10 to go. That gap is closing once again. Macklin or Rourke. 2 10-second drivers. Absolute chess game at this moment. Wherever Macklin goes or Rourke goes different. With the 41. Has it to 2/10. Here we go. He's going to cut down, accelerate out of the turn. Back down to 2/10 as they enter turn number 1. Great shot on the truck of Idra O'Rourke. Starting to go the other way though. Macklin puts it to 3/10. Last time by a 10th separating them. A 24.62 to a 24.70. Can O'Rourke get there and make it interesting? Definitely trying to. Drop back to Tommy Ryan. Trying to pass Donnie and Leah. That is for the 5th position. Leah's right back. Three to go at Iowa. A great battle between 2 veteran drivers of the Sim500 TranService Truck Series. Dual popsicle sticks up in the air for Barney the flag man. Next time by, we will hit that white flag. Through 3 and 4, Brian Macklin is going to see the white flag, sponsored by Wrestling with Nerds. New episodes every Monday evening on the Nerds Doing Nerd Things YouTube page. Through 1 and 2, Macklin perfect. Keeps O'Rourke 3/10 back. And round 16 goes to the driver of the number 30 Toyota Tundra, showing the Navy colors. It's Brian Macklin. Idra O'Rourke in 2nd, Byron Daly coming home in 3rd, Jason Karlovic in 4th, Donnie Leah 5th, Tommy Ryan 6th, Eric Arnold 7th, 8th goes to Chad Coleman. 9th, Wesley Donaldson. Alex Tilley rounding out that top 10. Your biggest movers of the race were the 2 drivers that went plus 10 before they started. You're looking at one of them right there, the 94 of Alex Tilley. The other one, the number 8 of Randy Yoakum, also plus 10. See, we got that 30 burning it down. There he is. Get to talking to our podium finishers momentarily. That was a phenomenal race, everybody. I didn't know what to expect coming to a 7th, 8th mile racetrack that was very much multi-grooved. You could make that inside work. You just really needed to have the momentum built up from the turn prior. We saw it work multiple times, but outside dominant. Outside very dominant, especially coming out of turn number 2. Waiting on a couple of our drivers to come to the waiting room so we can interview them. Looking for Brian Macklin, E.J. O'Rourke, and Byron Daly. But guys, what did you think of the race? Hopefully you had a good time watching it. Can't wait to have Mike Campigio back next week. Let's start doing the moving thing. Oh, he moved himself. Let's talk to our P3 finisher, the driver of the number 06. It's Byron Daly coming home in 3rd. Dude, good run. You probably saw every position through that top 10 at certain points. But way to be resilient and fight back to that top 3 finish, pal.
Yeah, it's definitely not. It was one of those days that, like, you take it. I was hoping to have a little bit more to challenge for the lead there, but Macklin was just too good. Both those guys, EJ did a great job. They got the strategy just right, and it's just it's very difficult to pass. And they did it just right to pull away and settle amongst themselves. So I can't complain too much. Just got to do a better job.
Yeah, it very much looked tough to pass. It was very outside dominant. You could make the pass to the inside, but it really determined on how the couple turns beforehand worked. And even that didn't really help you out going to the inside. It was very fun to watch. I had no clue what to expect from tonight's race. You all put on a show, you included. But we go to Atlanta next week. And it doesn't say Legacy Atlanta. It just says Atlanta Motor Speedway. So I'm guessing it's Super Speedway version. So what do you got for that? Because that's just going to be another wild card for a lot of these drivers to...
Just, watching on TV. I actually have not raced New Atlanta on iRacing yet. So I'm kind of interested to see how it's going to go. But I always find these super speedway races to still be track position races because it's just once the field gets side by side, it's really hard to make your way through the field. And really, it's the top 4 that get to play at the end. And even for us at Talladega this year, like I had a shot just being in the top 4, just unfortunately got put in the wall there. But anywhere else in the field, you're just kind of right into get crashed. So it'll be aggressive. It'll be exciting for you all. Hopefully get some points out of there.
Yeah, brother. Well, I can't wait for it. Before we let you go, talk about your sponsors on that 06 Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, again, just got to thank TranService for being on the truck. Got to apologize for them for missing a few races. Just life's getting in the way. So it's just one of those things. And, but I do appreciate their support, and of course, everybody at Sim500 and you all for broadcasting. It's fun to go back and watch these things.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations on the P3 finish. We'll talk to you at Atlanta next week.
Sweet. Thank you.
Driver the number 06 coming home in third here tonight. Time to get our P2 finisher, the driver of the number 41. It is EJ O'Rourke, Mr. Outside Lane. Dude, you were throwing it everywhere. It was working everywhere, and you and Macklin put on a great show at the end.
Yeah, AJ, this number 41 units Toyota Tundra was real fast. I mean, Brian and I have been racing on here for over a decade, especially here. We've had many 1-2 finishes. I'd say he's probably got definitely more of the ones than on the two, but he's a good friend of mine. He does a good job, and I'm glad to see him win. I probably cut him a little bit of a break there racing him,
I
but
was thinking the same thing.
well, I've wrecked him a bunch of times, so and he's a teammate. So I'm like, instead of giving him an inch, I'll give him two. Just a little bit of a break.
I've wrecked you more than anything, so you'll catch a break here. But dude, that was a very fun race. Strategy basically cut it right down the middle. But then we have that caution around lap 90. What was your thought and game plan when that happened? Because I know you all stayed out, but after that caution, was it just go, 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 or was there still saving involved?
Well, I can't. My computer. Something wrong with my computer when I tried to get in the service. I only had one lap of practice, qualified fourth, so I got lucky with that, and I dropped the field to start. Felt like 14th or 15th, and made my way back up to the top 4 or 5 in the long run. So I knew I was good in the long run. But then in that yellow, Fuller, something happened with him, and I knew I'm like, all right, if I can get the lead and try to hold back Brian, I wouldn't think I was going to finish out of the top 3 or 4. So it was interesting to see how that played out.
Yeah, man, we go to Atlanta Motor Speedway next week. Completely two different racetracks. It's basically going to be another super speedway. But it's a little different. It's a little, I would say, crazier from the couple times I've seen it run. What are you expecting with Atlanta next week and the transition from going from a Iowa to an Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta Motor Speedway is an exciting race. I'm tired of finishing second at Vegas and last week at Kentucky and second tonight. So hopefully we can get this unit squared up front. Atlanta Super Speedway, that's like my bread and butter, my pork and beans. You know what I'm saying? I think I can do a good job there.
Dude, don't sell yourself short here. I think you can do a great job anywhere. Just make sure you go to the high side because it always seems to work for you there.
I appreciate it. It's fun to try to put this truck in different places and try to move the lanes around and try to just try different things. And you never know how Atlanta can go. It could be leading in the last lap and finish 30th. I could take the white in 15th and win. You never know.
Dude, I will say before I let you go and celebrate the second place finish here tonight, when it's myself and Mike, we always look for that 41 because you always put on a show on restarts and seem to pass like 4 or 5 drivers most of the time in a turn. So we always just cut to you. It's so much fun to watch you restart or start a race. But dude, once again, congratulations here tonight, man.
Thank you. Yeah, sometimes I push the envelope a little bit, and my hero Tommy Ryan down there, he told me if I could back down my pace 8%, I'd really be in a better spot a lot of times, and I really thought about that. And sometimes I go push it a little bit, but I try to be aggressive but not stupid. And sometimes it bites me, but a lot of times just it is what it is, and sometimes you come out on the other side, and sometimes you don't.
It's definitely fun to watch. And before we let you go, you want to plug any of those sponsors you have on that beautiful Toyota Tundra?
Yeah, Trey Edson did a beautiful job painting this unit's Toyota Tundra number 41. I'm just gonna thank him and you guys for broadcasting. Everyone, Sim500, Joey Gattina, does a good job. Everything with this deal. It's a lot of fun. A lot of good guys here, and every week it's a lot of fun.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for coming and talking with us. Congratulations again on the second place finish, and we'll see you at Atlanta next week.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. See you in victory lane, hopefully.
Hell yeah! Let's call your shot now. I love it. It's EJ O'Rourke, the driver number 41 Toyota Tundra. Let's get to our race winner, the driver of the number 30 Navy Toyota Tundra. It's Brian Macklin. Brian, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you call your shot last week about winning here?
I definitely said that I planned on winning this race. This track has eluded me in this series since I've been in the series in 2017, and it's by far my best track. So, God, it feels good to finally get one. Oh my God, I can't tell you.
The show you and EJ put on those last 20 laps, absolutely phenomenal. I already gave him his flowers. It's time to give you yours. Absolute great race, dude. Absolute fun race. What happened early on when you dropped back to about 10th to 15th? Was that you just saving tires? Because you did have that long run car, but you basically just disappeared early on in the race.
Well, I didn't really want to drop back. My goal and the reason why I raced so hard on the initial start was to try to get control of the race and control the pace of the race, which is what I usually do at this track. And I think everybody in here knew that. And Tyler and Wesley and whoever else was up there in the top five, I can't really remember who, they know my game here, and they decided they weren't going to let me play it. So when they pushed it hard, I just decided I was going to go into my typical tire saving strategy, and be there when it mattered. And then we had the longer run, which is when I was able to drive back up through there. But I once they started passing me and they kind of got me pinned to a point where I was going to lose spots, I just tried to find the spot in line. That way I didn't kill my tires trying to race them.
Yeah, dude. Very, very fun technical strategy race for you. You know, we saw it. We saw it happen, and then you fight your way back. But it's eluded you. Iowa has eluded you for years. What does it mean to finally get it off your back?
Well, considering I've lost this way or this race in every way possible, it feels really damn good. I'm not even going to try to lie. To me, and I said it to EJ right after the race, this almost feels like my Daytona 500 because it's eluded me so many times. And I just, I don't want to say I race with a chip on my shoulder when we come here, but I kind of do. I just feel like I want you to take the race away from me, and it seems more times than not that's what has happened. So it feels good that it finally didn't. Um, and we're going to go and try to win the fall race here, too.
All right, brother. I'm very excited for you guys to come back with what I saw tonight. Uh, Completely honest, wasn't expecting it. I know it's a short track, and a lot of times short tracks is chaos. Tonight, it was insane. It was tough to pass, but when you guys were able to make those passes, I wish I had a Dale Jr. soundboard of slide job, because that's basically what had to happen. But dude, congratulations on the win. Before we let you go celebrate and get ready for Atlanta next week, talk about your sponsors, because the Navy's on the car. It's always on the car.
Yeah, man, the Navy's been with me for, well, I've ran that car or that truck since I've been in sim racing, so that's a really special paint scheme. It's always fun to put them in victory lane. Got to thank all the men and women that protect us and keep us, safe so that we can do the things that we enjoy in life. And obviously, I got to thank my teammates. Got to thank EJ for racing me clean. We've had a couple of run-ins here in the last few weeks, and I think he knew that he was soon to be on the receiving end of it if he didn't cut me a break. So, got to thank them. Got to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast, all the sponsors and the admins here at Sim500 for giving us a place to race every night of the week. And we got, 2 more races to the playoffs, and then it's time to go back to back. So that's what we're going to focus on now.
We're going to Atlanta Super Speedway in quotation marks next week. That's going to be fun. It's just crazy how they take a mile and a half and say, hey, yeah, this is going to be side by side for 150 laps. Go for it. But dude, congratulations on the win here tonight. Fantastic run to bounce back and get back to the lead and then win. Thank you for coming up and talking with us, and amen to thanking all our service members wherever they are, past, present. So why we do what we do, because they get they help us stay safe. So,
Absolutely, man. Well, it was a pleasure talking to you as always, and we'll try to do it again next week.
You gonna call your shot again?
No, Super Speedway Racing, that's not something you can call your shot on, but we'll be in the mix. We'll put it that way. We'll be in the mix.
I was like, we're not in Las Vegas. You can't really roll your dice at these.
But, I am a Denny Hamlin fan, and he likes to call his shot here and there, so it's kind of cool that, I was able to do the same thing.
Dude, that was a good shot. But thank you for coming and talking with us, pal. You have a good night.
You too, man. Later.
Race-winning driver Brian Macklin. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Glad to have you all here. Joe, we had 2 cautions over 150 laps at Iowa. Fantastic race for the Sim500 TranService Truck Series. And I can't wait to see what Atlanta does next week, because it's going to be my second or third Atlanta Super Speedway race. But I think it's the second time I'm going to be doing it with a truck series. And the first one was pure chaos. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Follow if you're on Facebook or Twitch. Comment. Share it out. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat place at Atlanta Motor Speedway.